Ed Jones again. Um, I would suggest the following guidelines of do's and don'ts. One of the do's. First, just listen. Just listen. Second, uh, each of us needs to admit that we don't fully understand the position of other people. Three, we need to make our thought process and meditation and prayer process be about focusing on the things that are true, things that are right or wrong. And this is where, number four, it's the Holy Spirit's job to convict us or convince us of the rightness or the wrongness. So this is not just a secular exercise, this is a spiritual exercise. We need to acknowledge shortcomings. And shortcomings can be shortcomings in our society where we've departed away from ideals that are high and noble. It could be shortcomings in the church in terms of um, allowing things to persist and not identifying wrong that can be fixed. And finally, shortcomings can be in each one of us in terms of our actions and our attitudes. Six, we must acknowledge how imperative it is for us to get this right. The church is about redemption. It's about setting right things that have been wrong. Seven, again, we must look to the Holy Spirit to do something in our hearts. This is not just about changing our mind. It's about allowing the Holy Spirit to make us sensitive and conscious again. Each person must find the right place in your own heart. No one can tell you how to process what's going on. You have the right to process this yourself. But there is a call that each person needs to find a voice. If about this you've been insensitive, you need to be sensitive. If about this you've not spoken or acted in a way that could be corrective and redemptive, now is the time. And because we live in America, and because this is an issue that affects the nation, we have to take responsibility, personal responsibility, within the boundaries of our political process. Some don'ts, which should have come first. Ooh, this is missing. First of all, we don't want this to slip into becoming a blame game because we've left our weapons at home. No shields, no swords. We don't want it to be viewed that the various testimonies that you're going to hear are there to gain pity. It's there just to transfer facts and experiences. We don't want to say prematurely, oh, I understand what your experiences are, because I don't think that's really possible for me to understand your experiences and vice versa. And that's irrespective of the matter of race. We need to think of this as not hitting a home run and we walk out today and everything's well. Because there is a need for a deep and lasting solution, which is a process over time. And number five, do not surrender your personal responsibility to a political process. Don't let other people go speaking for you. Speak for yourself. With that, I will dial out. And I pray God's blessing upon our time today. Ed Jones is over.